Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Outer Worlds Spectre Social Edition. Whoop whoop whoop. So we are just double check that everything's open. Yeah, or public. Everything is public. This is episode 9. Jesus Christ, 9 episode of this game. 9th episode if you're watching this on YouTube. And if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch TV, so links production, the link is down below in the description. Okay. So let's continue with what we did. If I remember we finished that mission. Because I have no idea like what I have left.
Didn't I request no more fertilizer shipments be brought on board? Who keeps ordering these?
Wait. What the fuck did we get woolly cows into my ship? I don't know. Okay. So Phineas is not where we're heading though, because that is for sure not where we are heading. The grant sublight remote access to the station. Empty man, Vicarbally to retrieve. Take Max to Hermit. Oh yeah, I need to take Max to Hermit on Scylla. Do that. I will do that because we have that one, but we also have this one that I want to do, which is a peril on Gorgon. But model office. Icon class, Marauder, and Spacer. I don't think I'm gonna do that one. End of Spectrum. Ah, okay, so this is the end of Spectrum. Technically, investigate the storage warehouse inventory logs. And then collect all 8 variants of Spectrum Vodka. You need Spectrum Red, Orange, Yellow, Green, Blue, Indigo, Violet, and Black. You found Spectrum Vodka Red, Orange, Yellow, and Green. So I need to... Red, Orange, Yellow, and Green. Red, Orange, Yellow, Green. So I need Blue, Indigo, Violet, and Black. That is the end of Spectrum, which is just a task. This is side quest, and this is a mine quest, and this is a investigate the wilderness checkpoint. The missing slug agent Evan was stationed at the wilderness checkpoint, building that. Rather of Aeronauts. This is a side quest I haven't done. Oh yeah, I was gonna do the side quest, wasn't I? I was gonna do the side quest, but I forgot about it. So let's do the side quest first. And I'm just gonna double check that I am 72 FPS. Yes. So, where are we heading? Yeah, because that's... So we're back here, like, oh yeah, we're done with this place, but I want to do the side quest. If I unlock the side quest, I'm gonna do it. 100%.
Hope you've been enjoying your stay.
100% that I'm gonna do this. Because the more I do this stuff, the side quests, like, you will level up, and maybe I will get what I, like, needs inside of there.
Did you hear that someone tore one of the doors?
This is a side quest. The side quests usually don't...
Nice going.
Okay. Advanced defensive helmet platinum. Bruh. $207. Armored. That's elite, and this is a advanced defense. Well, this one. Look at this. Boom. Boom. Now I have to go to character here. We have my skills here. I have nothing that is negative here. We have engineering, 115. Bonus support engineering. What does the skill value? Bonus support medical. So I am fit for fight. Let's go. Damn, damn, I'm stacked. Steel Deadeye assault rifle. I have this light assault rifle. This is a Deadeye. This is light. Okay, the both of this are heavy. Okay. Oh yeah, we use a lot of armor. I don't need light. Heavy armor is the one that I need to buy, and any probably. Oh, look at this. So I have on me. Have honor guards and advanced, so I have advanced, and there's even better than this. But damn, I have a 216 armor. Like, I must trail. How is there like a way down? Whatever, no bonus.
Something mighty strange went on earlier.
What happened?
Get anything good for lunch?
Pea-free nut butter and jelly-free jam on premature bread. Tastes like nothing.
I'm not supposed to be here. Excuse me, anybody know the way up? Anybody? How do y'all get up to work, like, or... Never mind. It's just... Excuse me, sir, do you know where I can find a slug keycard? That would have been really appreciated if you know where I can find one. Never mind, sir. I will just let me out the way I came from. This one looks good. I like the look of it. This one looks good. Look at this one. I don't think I have the outfit that she wants. Probably have all the armor pieces on me. I don't know why. I have a lot of weapons to sell. But yeah, I have to think about my inventory. Also with the armor here. Apple forces and we have those two, which is a full set. Apple forces. And the machine where? I'm lying. I don't see vending machine. Vending machine where? It's probably beneath me. 100% beneath me.
Hey, Crew C. It's Amelia. Evan must have gotten into the Spectrum in these crates. Listen to this.
Come out! Come out to play!
Law. He's having a grand old time. I'm gonna take him to A2 under the hotel so he can sleep it off. I'll meet you back at the orchard straight after. See you soon. Evan, come on, you slackwit.
Oh, look at the refrigerator.
Deft hands, Cap.
Don't really need that. That's my rifle. I don't know why I picked up that weapon though. Refrigerator, is that the Vermit 492? That's my rifles 416. The reason why I'm giving them normal weapons is clearly for the same reason.
If they didn't want to tempt us, why'd they lock it up?
Yeah, if you don't want anything stolen, don't put the lock in it. Yeah, I need to sell stuff. It's good though that this weapon is like 7 and 7 damage, like it's nice. Having a lot of damage. This feels good, like just starting off like this. Easy. Really, so if I just walked over here and walked up here, I would have gotten to the inside, but sure I didn't go to the inside, but still.
Can't imagine what it must be like. Living down here like spots on the wall. Here they come! Woo! Nice work!
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Inspector, I've detected a structural anomaly within a 0.8 meter radius of this locked door. This floor panel is 0.3 millimeters shorter than regulation length, suggesting unauthorized modification.
I already had a brown, so that didn't really make anything for me.
Room A3.
They're on us.
Trying to figure out how to get that. It says here, where is A2 room card?
They got the drop on us.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This collection of frozen food has not been restocked in some time. Many of these items are not available in the Grand Colonial and must have been brought in from outside. The fridge was transported here from one of the guest bedrooms upstairs.
Mm-hmm. Like, let's ransack this place. I need to get into Weather Trail, but I need. I don't know how to get into that room.
Nice.
I have no idea how to get into that room.
I don't know where those infected came from. Please.
I don't know where those infected came from. Please, be careful.
No, I'm sorry.
I got a little too close to one of those infected. Their breath practically reeked of purpleberry. It was dreadful.
They're not any help.
Real slick.
Why, hello there. Goodness, I always enjoy seeing guests, but it's been so long since I've chatted face to face that I about hopped out of my skin at the sight of you. Excuse me, I should introduce myself, though you might know me already, just not by name. I'm Bellhop Sullivan. You've likely heard my dulcet tones through the elevator intercom. Oh, that's so nice of you to say. I'm glad to meet you too. Now that our introductions are out of the way, do let me know if I can help you with anything. Well, yes, but having an operator certifies that the right guests end up on the proper floors. We wouldn't want tossball players rubbing shoulders with CEOs. It'd be anarchy. Plus, there's always the risk a guest chips a nail or loses a ring on a button. It's an extra effort, but the Grand Colonial prides itself on personalized service in all things. That and the elevator still works if I'm ever not around. I do take occasional breaks and sleep every so often. Oh yes, Norville's great. Always ready to help any and all guests who might need it. And so handsome, too. His judgment sometimes leaves something to be desired, I will say. Kept badgering Halcyon Helen prior to her death about an autograph or something. A little beyond his station. Owens? I hardly spot him. Generally, he's at Mr. Woolrich's beck and call, fetching this or that, helping with his room, and providing as his acting partner far more often than not. Ooh, that was strange. I've never felt quite as pleased as I just was to be tasked with working this elevator for 16 hours every day. Unfortunately not. I was in the operator room for the elevator, as usual. The camera feed only allows me to see within the elevator, which always has many people coming through. For what it's worth, the murder was a right shame. I always enjoyed the serials starring Ms. Helen, though I did find them prone to repetitive plot structures. But I'm sure you've heard the rumor about what actually did her in. That marauders got into the hotel and management is covering it up so the guests don't run off? Well, not necessarily, but they're fairly prevalent on the other complexes. It wouldn't take much for them to find their way here. Slug claims they've got the problem under control, but I don't understand why they haven't simply gone and exterminated all of the marauders like the vermin they are. Oh, well, I'm just here to push buttons.
Okay. So I guess it wouldn't giving me something like that. Wanna see? Fuck off. Hey, cookies. Read this. Oh. Then. This didn't give me anything actually. Oops. Oops. Didn't see anything. Okay.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis confirms this is Evan O'Connell. Analysis also confirms he is dead. Per additional study of this body's skeletal structure, the cause of death was head trauma. That is correct. Evan was not killed by Iridanium gigaseus. However, Iridanium gigaseus do appear to be responsible for the early decomposition of this body's surface tissue. Further analysis indicates Evan's fatal injuries were sustained from blunt force trauma to the back of the skull, and his head collided with the ground. Respiratory analysis concludes Evan was not intoxicated at time of death. There are traces of blood on Evan's hands, Inspector. Analysis concludes this blood is human, type A. Medical records indicate Evan O'Connell's blood is type O. If you wish to question Amelia Stillwell, Slug's scheduling records indicate that she is presently on duty at the Pilot House checkpoint.
Okay. Move it. Ugh.
Non-slug personnel aren't permitted on the Pilot House. Can I help you with something? Sure. He in trouble or something?
I can't be trouble if you're not.
Is this a joke? You're telling me Evan's dead and that's your concern? What is wrong with you?
Oh, you wouldn't know.
Well, I can understand that. I guess. Can I ask what happened? Because he got drunk on the job. He was supposed to haul crates with me, but he was sauced. So I took him to the hotel to sleep it off. Left him on one of the beds in A2. He seemed fine. Why would you think that? Well, shit. You really are an inspector, aren't you? I walked Evan to A2, like I said, and then, out of nowhere, he just came at me. One minute he's laughing and yelling about sharing his joy, and the next, he's choking the life out of me. Grinned the whole time he was trying to kill me, too. Dumb luck, I guess. I got a good hit in, threw him off, and ran like hell. If I'd known the fall killed him, I don't know. I should have told someone. What do you want to know? Law, this is making less and less sense. I didn't actually see him drink, if that's what you're asking. Just seemed like the logical explanation, considering how weird he was acting. Wow, you're pretty good at this inspector thing. I can't help you there.
I need to go out and increase the levels on that. And won't.
Have you been to Purpleberry Orchards, Inspector? Awfully nice out there. You should visit. Well, think it over. I don't know. The whole thing shook me up something fierce, but I'm still here. I'm upset. Angry at Evan. Sad about him being... you know... Scared folks won't believe me. I'm not much for math, so I couldn't tell you how that averages out. But thanks for asking. Because Evan would never attack anyone. I barely believe he attacked me, and I was there. Guess it shook me up pretty good. Evan's always been a total sweetheart. I don't get it. So, what happens now, Inspector? But I killed him. It's my fault he died. I guess so. Doesn't make me feel much better about it, though. I just wish I could understand why he did what he did. Evan is... he was my friend. Or I thought he was. I don't know. I hope you're able to make more sense of this than I can, Inspector.
This will take a little bit longer than I wanted it to take, but... Alright.
Inspector, you find my missing man? Nah, I only manage operations around the hotel. Cedric does most of the maneuvering for Eridanos proper. I don't envy him. The only thing worse than babysitting a couple of hot-headed, overgrown children would be babysitting the entire lot of them. Shit, that's fucking inconvenient. What happened? No shit. I gotta tell you, Evan's never been written up for so much as an impolite look. He attacked her? You sure? Damn. Okay. That's unusual, but I don't see how that factors in. Noted. Just as I will note what you found in my report, which I intend to file, and then never look at again. Thanks for chasing Evan down and saving me some legwork. Of course, now I gotta figure out who the fuck's replacing Evan. A new day, a new pain in my ass.
Like always. Yes, okay. So, okay. Now I'm happy with living.
Fine, fine. I see that
I really should get you gals better clothes before we go. Why are you not saying anything?
I'd rest easier with that big slug being dead if it hadn't made so many little slugs. Let's get out of this place, Captain.
For the 8 to the 4. There we go. Now you have some better armor. I'm not gonna buy them armor. Pfft. This is a waste of money. I need money for ammunition, okay? And I also need to sell shit. Do you all have a thingy down here that I can use? Like a thingy that I can use, you know? You know the thing that you use to... do you have them things that I could use and do things and you know, like you know, things that I can, well then fuck off then.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Physical analysis reveals this to be a crate of Rizzo's Spectrum vodka, based on bottle shapes and label types. Chemical analysis reveals that this is not a crate of Rizzo's Spectrum vodka, based on flavor notes and presence of excess ethanol.
Let's hope that the other place has what I want. See you later. Wilhelmia.
We've arrived at Ambrose Manor.
Girls, come on.
Welcome to Ambrose Manor. We were not expecting company. Please follow. Do not stray from the path.
Don't worry, little fella. We're mostly law-abiding folk.
Natural.
Oh no, we should check to see he's all right.
So tells me that kitchen card might be good to have.
Playing, canned responses. How clumsy of this unit. These things happen. Oh, calamity.
Those big empty windows. Feels like the building's... What? Oh, locked. At the very least, there ought to be something worth stealing in there. Okay, maybe not. It's so empty. Oh, Captain, something here don't feel right.
So who the devil are you? You certainly paint a picture, and I'm certainly intrigued. Do you see that glowing chunk of space rock? That's Gorgon. My birthright, my burden, and the bane of my existence. I hate to drink alone, and this is my third. So join me in raising a glass. To Gorgon. To Gorgon. May cosmic winds shepherd her to the nearest star. I'm Wilhelmina Ambrose, but you can keep it short and call me Minnie. Now, what brings you to my house, gorgeous? I take it you didn't come all this way for the beverages, the starry skies, or the pleasant company. A severed arm? How positively ghoulish. You know this is a private residence, not a curio shop? Lucky? Oh dear, he's my personal freelancer, my private investigator. I sent Lucky on a dangerous mission to the Gorgon asteroid. Whoever found his remains must have wanted to inform the next of kin. What a time for his luck to run out. We were in the middle of something grand, and I really can't afford another setback. Funny that you should bring that up. How would you like to be my new freelancer? There's been a recent vacancy, and I think you're well suited to the job.
Remember, play hard to get. That's negotiation.
You offer work to everyone who breaks into your home? Must be some kind of Byzantine tradition I ain't know about. I'm looking for someone rough around the edges. A gorgeous, dashing scoundrel type. Incidentally, someone good with their hands. I like my employees well-groomed. Appearances are everything in high society. The man lost an arm. What are the odds of that happening twice? Of course, Gorgon is a treacherous place, and my own family's involvement with it has been fraught. Allow me to lay out the facts, and you can decide for yourself if you want to be my chief investigator. My mother, Dr. Olivia Ambrose, worked for Spacer's Choice at the Gorgon Research Facility. She was brilliant, the top scientist in her field, until tragedy struck. I wish I could say otherwise. One day, Spacer's Choice shut down all research and evacuated Gorgon. Everyone had to scramble or risk getting left behind. It was chaos. Employees fled for their lives. Mother never made it home. I'm told she wasn't the only casualty that fateful day.
That must have been real hard on you, losing your mother all of a sudden like that. I'm sorry to hear it, ma'am.
Thank you. Ambrose ladies are supposed to be resilient to the unexpected, but this was especially hard on me. Mother's name has since been dragged through the mud. Spacer's Choice blames her for the collapse of Project Gorgon, and I just know they're lying. Whatever happened on Gorgon wasn't Mother's fault. I simply need the evidence to prove it. We're going to drag the truth kicking and screaming into the light. even if it means bringing ruin and humiliation to Spacer's Choice. All the evidence I need should be in Mother's journal. You can find it in her office on Gorgon, in the heart of the old research facility.
I feel like I got some question about the journal.
I'm not surprised. Between the family drama and the corporate conspiracy, it must feel like you've stepped on a landmine. Speak freely, Captain. I suspect it will prove that corporate greed and incompetence were to blame for the calamity at Gorgon, and not Mother. Mother was a brilliant woman. Difficult, cold, unreachable even, but brilliant. Spacer's Choice evacuated in a hurry, leaving a fortune's worth of equipment in their wake. Mother's journal would have escaped their notice. This is my last hope of redeeming the Ambrose name. I don't like my chances, but I have to try. And I need help. Your help. I didn't want to go anywhere near Gorgon. Once I exhausted all my options, the search led me back here. I even had Mother declared legally dead. Would you believe it took 5 years to process the paperwork? Allow me to explain. Mother's body is still on Gorgon. No body means no death certificate, which means no inheritance. I killed Mother, just on paper, of course, so I could claim my inheritance. We wouldn't be standing here if I didn't have access to the family fortune.
Damn, wish I'd thought of that.
I once assumed the mansion and the money would be enough to redeem the Ambrose name. But even in Byzantium, prestige must be earned, and it can so easily be lost.
You know, some people work hard just to break out.
Break back into high society, yes. I have Spacer's Choice to thank for that. The smear campaign against Mother was the work of cowards. I'm vindicating the family name for her, for the colony, and for my future. Everything that Mother lost. This colony is in trouble. The lunatics at Spacer's Choice are running the asylum, and we need better people to wield their influence. After Gorgon, I quickly discovered that the Ambrose name was cursed, for lack of a better term.
Yep.
I had no place among the decision makers. No seat at the table.
That's Byzantium for you. Gossip mongering's a bigger sport than tossball.
That is why I'm clearing the record and vindicating the Ambrose line. For Mother, for me, and for the generations who will one day inherit Halcyon. I'm counting on it. You know as much as I do, I'm afraid. Spacer's Choice abandoned Gorgon, but the asteroid is far from unoccupied. Between the Marauders, the wildlife, and whatever escaped the labs, danger abounds. I'm not even sure how Marauders arrived on Gorgon, but the place is absolutely crawling with them. Just watch yourself. If you aren't careful, you stand to lose more than an arm. I believe that
I think they
covers
should
it
be
all.
careful. I'm gonna kill them all, gonna put some bullets in their head and fill it with lead, gonna make them cry like bitches.
believe you're the first person to ever side with me against the corporation. It's a refreshing change. When you reach Gorgon, pack a weapon you trust. The corporate lockdown hasn't stopped the wilderness from squirming in through the cracks.
Ooh, drug me.
There's a little saloon near Gorgon's landing pad.
I wanna.
Sprat Shack. Lucky was renting
Go
a
on,
room.
I don't wanna
So if
care
you want
about
to follow his trail, that would be
the
the
other
place to
stuff.
start.
I think I've heard of that place. Cheap whiskey, rough crowd. You'll love it.
Oh, you think maybe they got a little mascot? Like a sprat in a tiny hat?
Just so we understand each other, money is no object. I'm willing to squander the family fortune if you get me what I want.
Yeah,
Between
I'm
your
expensive.
payment and any salvage you happen across, you'll walk away from this rich enough to buy a mansion of your own. How does that sound? The cash? No one's ever done this before, and the only person who tried is a corpse. Believe me, that's enough. Here's your nav key, Captain. Safe travels. Spacer's Choice should be the one apologizing, but thank you. Sincerely. A word of advice before you go, Captain. Trust no one.
Don't.
Mother's office is in the heart of the Gorgon facility. You're
I
free to
don't
salvage
trust the people
anything
I've
that you can
hired.
nail down. I only want
Okay, I
what's
kind of
mine.
trust Parvati.
Mysterious
A little-
heiress,
a little bit.
unexpected gainful employment. It's like something out of a detective serial.
You wouldn't do anything
It's
to
not
harm
theft
me.
if she's giving us permission.
Sure. I don't know. You? Wouldn't. Okay. Tranquility Garden discovered.
This unit can help itself. These do not be.
Ba, 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 do. Wait, what happened with the woolly cows? Wait. Okay, I'm confused. We have woolly cows, now we don't have woolly cows.
We've arrived at Amber. We are now in orbit above Gorgon.
You girls, let's go.
I don't know what kind of mess Spacer's Choice made here, but it figures they'd leave it to someone else to clean up.
Okay, so time to sell shit. Okay. Um. Here we go. No, no, okay, I do have Spectrum Brown now. Okay. Okay, let me see if I can sell all of that. But you said everything. Inventory. This is light assault rifle, and this is a
Things on Monarch have really cooled off. I didn't think MSI and the Iconoclast would ever talk.
Didn't mean to do that.
Outside of shouting four-letter words, I mean. Sure. And fish sticks are really made from Saltuna. Look, I won't knock the work you did. I'm sure they'll have a good cry, look through old photographs, share a pint of premium double chocolate cacao gelato. But sooner or later, things will go back to the way they were. People don't change. Not really. In my experience, it's spread real thin. Anyway, I'd hate to see you get broken up if this thing between them doesn't last. I never do. Anything else?
I was gonna ask you if you wanted a light assault rifle. And if Parvati wanted to take your gun. Nope, she get that one. Do y'all have good weapons here? One for the two. Okay. Now we are Sprat Shack led. Okay. Do we have
Come here. Let's have a chat. All right, inspection time. Look at my eyes for as long as you can without blinking. Starting now. Good. Look up. Now look down. You're doing swell. Now, name and occupation. Good enough for me. You're cleared to pass. That was a sanity check. If you had changed like the others, it'd be in your eyes. You'd also be drooling, cursing, and making a mess of the place. Welcome to the Sprat Shack. You can head on downstairs. Every day, salvagers and scrappers set out to comb the ruins and make their fortune. The ones who come back, they aren't always the same men or women who left. They change. Never for the better. This is the Sprat Shack, the most remote watering hole in the system. Rule number 1, no fighting. Rule number 2, wipe your feet on the way downstairs. We're the only hospitable place on this rock. I want to keep it that way. That's why we have rule number 3. When people change, they stay outside, where they belong. First, they get real twitchy and paranoid, shouting at folks who aren't there. Then they smell like they soiled themselves, on account of how they soiled themselves. After that, they're gone. Nothing but animals wearing human skin. Seen it happen myself. It's never pretty. If you're heading downstairs, order something sweet.
You know. First, you're gonna ransack your place. Look. Do you have anything that I really don't want? No.
Smell that? Cheap whiskey and stale cigarettes.
my kind of place. Oh, ugh. This place smells like Felix's burp.
Welcome to the Sprat Shack. First one's on the house, and I won't even water it down. What'll it be? Bottoms up. I assume you're here for salvage. Even if I did, I ain't supposed to play favorites. Most of my regulars are sublight scavengers. They pick over the ruins of Gorgon, spend their earnings at the bar, and head back out the next day. Vicious cycle, but that's life. You're the first new face I've seen in a while. Or maybe a sugar sprat pie? Damn it. We're out of those.
Want to see what... They had orange Spectrum vodka. Yeah, it feels like they don't have I'll always take more of you.
No, the drinks aren't watered down. Don't know why everyone keeps asking. Spacer's Choice used to brew pharmaceuticals in these parts. That's why the asteroid smells like an old gym sock. They say Adrenatime came from here, just down the road at the old R&D lab. Very hush-hush back in the day. I doubt anyone knows the full story. One day the evacuation order went out. Grunts and lab coats scrambled to get anywhere but Gorgon. And the weirdest thing of all, Adrenatime still hit the market. Me, I never touched the stuff. To each their own, but I think it's dangerous. Damn right we are. We've got drugs, scrap metal, prototype weapons, drugs, money, and more drugs. When Spacer's Choice evacuated, everyone dropped their gear and ran. Most of it stayed where it fell, and all of it is up for grabs. Of course, the real treasure is whatever's locked up in the old facility. Until someone figures a way to crack it open, we're just sifting through dirt. Roscoe might tell you more. He spent some time around here before the bar opened up, and I trust him well enough. There's always Leonora, my favorite customer over in the storage room on the second floor. Keeps to herself and always closes out her tab. He's been here since opening day. I think he told me he was some kind of journalist. He got left behind when Spacer's Choice pulled out. And I guess no one's coming to get him. Roscoe's drinks are on the house. We all know how it feels to get left behind. He'll be all right. He's with the family now, and we take care of our own. He didn't tell me and I didn't ask. I'm his bartender, not his human resources rep. If you believe the chatter, a lot of good folks got left behind, and a lot of bad folks made it out. Sometimes that's all there is to it. Nice lady. Been coming around a lot these past few months. She isn't with Sublight, but seems to know the lay of the land better than anyone. She spends most of her days drinking alone. I think she's looking to hire someone, if you're open to a side gig. You know Lucky? Small asteroid. Now that you mention it, I thought I saw those two sharing stories over a pint. Didn't think twice about it. I don't speak ill of the dead, but Leonora deserves better company. That Lucky was no good for her. Lucky? Sure, I knew him. He could get a little dramatic at times, but he was a good guy. Heard he took on a dangerous job. Spent a lot of time coming and going from the Office of Creative Incubation, just down the road. That's where the top rungers at Spacer's Choice came up with slogans and marketing. Lucky never told me why it was so important. Awful shame about what happened to him.
Yep.
3rd floor. Once I figured he wasn't coming back to pay his tab, I left his room unlocked to air it out. You can help yourself to anything you left behind. Fair warning, I've been letting the regulars use it for a quick lie down. Just wash your hands when you're done. Trust me. Yes and no. The Sprat Shack used to be a shipping and receiving warehouse during the old Project Gorgon days. When Spacer's Choice pulled their guys off-world, Sublight moved in to salvage what we could, and they put me in charge. Yes and no. Rumor has it there's a Sprat wandering around the Groundbreaker, and he's the legal owner of the Sprat Shack. Hagen's idea. See, Hagen didn't want a paper trail that led back to her, so she gave the bar to the Sprat. If there were any legal problems with this place, the Sprat would do the time.
You know, they do something similar in Byzantium. Fancier system, but same idea.
You think a Sprat could own Edgewater? Oh, imagine one wearing Mr. Thompson's little hat!
Anyway, that's what the paperwork says. I don't make the rules. As far as business arrangements go, this one's a head-scratcher, but they say it's all above board, so that's what matters. Yes and no. We're doing a lot more than squatting. We're classing up the joint, keeping the riffraff outside where it belongs. They didn't even serve drinks until I arrived. Talk about wasted potential. Yes. And no. Again, that one was Hagen's idea. She told me that speaking in vague terms keeps you out of trouble. And I don't want any trouble in my place. Thirsty people come and go from all over the colony. Mostly on the way to somewhere better. Some are well-connected. And not everyone pays with bits. That's how we get the unconventional goods anyhow. Sublight keeps us well-stocked with the essentials. By which I mean booze. Come back when you're thirsty.
Well.
I wouldn't get too close to that railing, just in case. You think the folks here like strangers?
Huh, who's this now? Wonder if they could...
What have you got there?
Adrena time, I think. I found some in an old...
As a medical professional, I gotta say, that is very well preserved and disgusting. You think they stick the preservative in before or after the eye comes out?
Electrical damage, bud. Firing not 100%. Magazine size. Corrosion. I like the Magnum to get more data. Hey, girls. $150.
So, how you feeling? Good. Real good, like someone's shining a light behind my eyes.
Someone's in here. Oh, lol. It's coming back up again.
I just like looting. Alright. That's Oh.
Jerome would have loved this place.
You're a humbug, Trixie, and worse, a thief.
I can't steal what's lost.
Let's see.
Don't you worry, Mr. Lucky Spirit. We're gonna finish your work and put you to rest, good and proper.
I'm just hoping we don't need Lucky's arm.
Time to walk this way.
Whatever happened here, we're not gonna be next. Be ready.
Okay, time to actually kill people. Been a lot of that. You talk.
Reminds me of the punchline to a joke I heard once. I got your back, Captain. Ain't a
I want to
single
use this
one
gun.
gonna sneak up on us.
Initiating ocular measurement. Measurement complete. Ocular identification complete. Welcome, Clarence Mostly. Access granted. Welcome to the Office of Creative Incubation.
Mr. Thompson told me 100 times the cannery couldn't afford spare parts for Bess. All while Spacer's Choice was building this?
Okay.
They got one for Edgewater. Oh, it's just Saltuna. Come on, we got a volcano too. They really think Katrina timed us all that? I can take a hint.
Okay. Oh, pick it up, get them. Wait a minute. No. It's too quiet. I don't like when things are too quiet. I'm so sorry. this really...
You get what you pay for with Spacer's Choice guards, too. I hope their passing was swift.
So I have 2 of those. I don't know what this one is so much high. This one is stagger. A heavy. What is this one? It's pristine. I don't know what that means.
Show your boss. Show your boss that you are prime.
Production. Prison funds. I'm hoping to find the other vodka bottles. It's like a small side quest for me.
Oh, wow. I think this screen's taller than my entire shop back home.
Skills. Or lie, obtuse. Strength. What did I mean with strength? Perks. What do I want? Hmm. Hmm. Better than the flamethrower that I have been using. Hmm. So I... Light machine gun. I already have one of those.
Unexpected.
Incoming! Get past that armor! Who's ready for more?
Shoot. This music got me feeling like I might dirty it up just by looking at it.
I knew I heard a little weasel sniffing about. You'd best go back the way you came. There's nothing for you here.
Whatever this is about, know that I don't respond to threats.
Call me the Ghost of Gorgon, or its warden. This place is a graveyard. All that was done here should be forgotten and left to rot. I did. And I am prepared to do worse if you ignore my warning. Gorgon is the birthplace of marauders. We created them here, in this very facility. They are our misbegotten children, born of hubris and vanity.
That don't make any sense. How could marauders get to Edgewater from all the way out here?
But marauders are just mindless lunatics, right? There can't be more to it than that.
They hold no fondness for trespassers. I've placed the facility under emergency lockdown to keep them safe. Let the marauders die in peace, or I will make certain that you die with them.
My friends and neighbors became marauders, Captain. They hurt a lot of folks, and Edgewater still ain't the same. If this place caused that, I want to know.
The only thing responsible for more deaths than marauders is factory accidents. But I take your point. Still, something about the idea of someone creating them makes my skin crawl. Let's be careful.
Now that someone's telling us not to go digging,
They can kill me. I'm too overpowered.
Comms tower, right? Ought to be one of the tallest things around. That's gonna get a signal past these canyons. I sure hope that spooky person on the screen ain't waiting for us. I'm about ready to jump out of my skin as it is.
I'm hoping this leads us to someone we can talk with face to face. Or punch, if it comes to that.
I got the job.
Son of a bitch thinks he can blackmail me or force me out. I'm doing whatever I want, bitch.
You really think Spacer's Choice made marauders out of all these people? Are all these marauders former townsfolk? You, doing okay, Parvati? I've been better. But thank you for asking.
I love free ammo. Who doesn't love free ammunitions?
Time for a drink? A lot of the equipment here is still in good shape. Wouldn't go amiss in Edgewater.
Why do I have a feeling we're not gonna like what's in there?
That is how it is, girls.
Come out and play.
That's the last of them!
Waste the Terminite, determined the merit of the work. Oh, it was a better gun than my other bit, I'm gonna. Or my was 700 already. Okay.
Captain, transmission request from Ambrose Manor.
Captain! Imagine my surprise when I saw the Unreliable leaving Gorgon with so much urgency and purpose. Tell me you found Mother's journal. I'm positively dying for good news. Someone? You mean someone still has access to the facility? Oh, after all this time. Who was it? That doesn't narrow it down by much, but I think you're onto something. Make sure you have eyes on the back of your head. I doubt we've seen the last of this human vexation. If I know Spacer's choice, getting past the lockdown will be more complicated than just hitting a big red button. You'll need authorization, and layers of it. No, I think you're going to have to rely on good old-fashioned detective work. It's a good thing you have keen senses, a reliable ship, and a very wealthy sponsor. I seem to recall that Mother worked closely with Gorgon's R&D personnel, but not close enough to invite them over for dinner and cocktails, if you get my meaning. By now, they'll have moved on with their lives. If only I could do the same. I knew Mother was involved with some important chemical trials, but I had no idea her pet project was Adrenatime. Adrenatime is a working man's stimulant, like a caffeinoid. Very popular at launch, though the marketing quieted down over time. What? No. I mean, there's some very morbid wording in the fine print, but I had no idea Adrenatime could make marauders out of people. That's it. That must be it. Spacer's Choice is keeping their dirty little secret about Adrenatime off the record. We have to find Mother's journal. If we don't, then Spacer's Choice gets away with murder. I only hope we aren't too late. Adrenatime was touted as the working man's best friend. A drug that boosted productivity with no adverse effects. The promise of Adrenatime cannot be overstated. Exhaustion and fatigue were supposed to be obsolete. Workplace accidents would be things of the past. For whatever reason, the drug never lived up to that promise. I don't know. And thanks to Spacer's Choice, we may never find out. I know that I'd like to see a colony where the promise of Adrenatime was fulfilled. And I doubt I'm the only one. Thank you. I certainly ought to know what I'm doing. I spent years trying to break into pharmaceuticals, professionally speaking. Mother wouldn't hear of it. She didn't think I had the wit to succeed in her line of work. Safe travels. If your leads give you any trouble, be sure and give them some trouble back, yes? That's the spirit. Until next time, my good captain.
Come on, gals, let's go. I have other people here on the ship too, but fuck them. Workbench where?
Not so fast. All right, you're clear. The adjutant's expecting you. Go.
Oh, I'm almost out of money. Oh, I just needed to travel to Byzantium, I guess.
Oh, there. That's one right there. Welcome to the Musgrave Family Collection. Still a work in progress. I'll tell you what I've told all the other guards. Mind your boots. Our floors are not made for armor. If you're here for the annual Canid review, I'm afraid it's already over. Only thing going on behind those doors is good, old-fashioned lawful behavior. This greeting constitutes your confidentiality agreement. You hereby agree not to disclose the location or existence of these events. Thank you for cooperating. Exactly. You do catch on fast. Now then, how can I help you? Mr. Mostly is indeed attending our event, although I am disappointed to discover he did not officially enter his Canid Laplace into our competition. You should find Mr. Mostly just inside the prep room. Head inside and take the door to your left. We find that our clients enjoy the appearance of participating in illegal activities. Secrecy contributes to a feeling of indecency.
This kind of thing's pretty common. Bijou's used to do a prison-themed night. Served fish sticks with tartarus sauce.
Oh yeah. Prison-themed night was the best. Plus, they gave away limited edition designer handcuffs. The Musgrave Family Collection was intended to be a gallery of fine art. And here we are, using this place to practice semi-legal Canid shows. Scandalous, isn't it? That's privileged information. I really shouldn't tell you. That's a fair point. All right, I'll tell you. But just keep this between us. The Musgraves own one of Earth's largest private collections of art and literature. They were going to have the entire collection shipped all the way to Halcyon. Unfortunately, that collection never arrived. We haven't heard anything from the delivery convoy, and there's some purely hypothetical concern that the collection might be, well... I was going to say indefinitely delayed by unforeseen and unknowable circumstances, but yes. Let's go with that. Anyway, that's as much as I can tell you. Will there be anything else?
Oh, I don't think so.
So just hear me out.
Do you know the interesting thing about canid shows? Oh, but there is, if one possesses an eye for statistics. Mathematically speaking, the interesting thing about canid shows is this. They're an exercise in futility. Winning is predetermined. Over time, the inevitable trend is that the race goes to the swift. Time and chance are just statistical outliers. In other words, if you put enough canids through enough trials, the one with the most optimal attributes generally wins. Exercise in futility. What gave me away? Wait, don't tell me. You've read my monograph, Putting the Us in Calculus, or How to Use Mathematics to Find Your Statistically Significant Other. I'm afraid I don't really do autographs, but yes, I am Clarence Mostly. Yes, that's us. Mostly oak trees, too. My grandfather invented them, you know. Well, no, he didn't invent mostly oaks, but he did purchase the naming rights back during the terraforming days. It's essentially the same thing. Oh. Then you're not here about my monograph. It's true, I was involved with Project Gorgon, but that chapter of my life is long since closed. Listen, I don't know what you want with Gorgon or with me, but let me give you some free advice, Let the past go. Live in the moment.
No.
Enjoy the party.
No.
Let me hazard a guess. You didn't listen then, and you're not about to listen now. Lifting the lockdown won't be easy. You'll need to send overrides from the chem lab and human inquiry. I don't have that level of clearance, but I know two people who do.
Of course I do.
The trouble is, I don't know you. I don't trust you. I washed my hands of Gorgon, and you're asking me to dirty them all over again. I'm going to need a good reason.
Gorgon created the murders, you can walk away from that. Something horrible happened to Gorgon. He's trying to uncover the truth.
I advise against trying to dig up what's been buried. Sooner or later, you're going to draw up something rotten. I want a favor from you. Do something for me, and I'll do something for you. That way, we don't have to rely on mutual trust. A grand prize trophy to the Canid Review. I want it in my hands. Get me that trophy, and I'll give you the remaining researchers. Names, locations, as much information as I have. My canid, Laplace, is statistically superior to every other canid in this review. Better average sprinting time, superior gait coefficient, optimal anatomical symmetry. I didn't bother entering little Laplace in this pointless contest. He's already won on paper, you see. That trophy rightfully belongs to him. Oh, you're much too kind. Does this mean you'll do it? Head into the main hall and take the elevator down into the maintenance tunnels. You'll find a service passage that leads up into the trophy room. The maintenance tunnel is the only way up into the trophy room. Some technician barred the door shut on our end. Ask Tilda Coatsworth about it, over by the podium. Oh, you're quite welcome. I look forward to observing your results.
It's not canid hunting I object to, it's the impropriety.
Was trying to.
How'd you do that so fast?
They don't have to kill anybody.
I sure hope these folks don't mind us borrowing this.
Processing.
Fine. It was easy.
Oh, you don't have to be scared of these canids, Captain. I don't think they're gonna hurt you.
Almost scared. I have a gun. I would kill them.
Never cared much for hors d'oeuvres. The word is just grotesque. All those superfluous letters ruin my appetite. My trophy! Look at this thing! Have you ever seen a more garish monument to the boredom of the elite? If only Grandfather Mostly were alive today, I would have loved to wave this trophy right in front of his cataracts. I hope you won't take it personally when I say I had my doubts about you. Nothing ever gets done in Byzantium, you see. Competent work is, well, a statistical anomaly. Lifting the emergency lockdown requires overrides from the Chem Lab and Human Inquiry. Access to those facilities requires authorizations from 2 senior-level researchers, Marion Blakesley, Jasper Lowe. They went into hiding after the project collapsed, but I've managed to calculate their last known whereabouts within a reasonable margin of error. I see you're familiar with my technique. I'd love to show you my numbers, but there aren't nearly enough napkins in this room. After the project shut down, I had to keep my mind occupied. I worked on my actuarial tables, calculated the average lifespan of a Spacer's Choice worker, that sort of thing. I realized some of the researchers had to be alive. I ran some numbers, did a little research, and concluded that the 2 most likely survivors are Marion Blakesley and Jasper Lowe. Nonsense. I just needed a good old-fashioned statistical problem to busy my mind. Keeps the faculties lubricated. As far as I know, Jasper Lowe and Marion Blakesley are the only 2 surviving researchers with high-level clearance. If you want to lift the lockdown on the manufactory, you'll need to send an override from the Chem Lab and Human Inquiry. I'm afraid it's the only way. I know it feels like you're being led on. What is that colorful metaphor commoners use? A wild sprat chase? Remember, this is Spacer's Choice we're talking about. Their security protocols are just as inefficient and frustrating as their manufacturing. I'll tell you what I can. Dr. Marion Blakesley supervised the Human Inquiry and Auditing Facility. Live subjects, measuring tape and syringes, that sort of thing. Someone sabotaged the facility. Blakesley tendered her resignation and vanished. I'm reasonably certain she's hiding in a maintenance bay on Groundbreaker.
Oh, we can go back to Groundbreaker.
Dr. Lowe described himself as a dazzling genius.
Even though I don't need to do this.
I disagreed.
The game shows
Of
me
the
where to
19
go anyway.
criteria that constitute the rubric of genius, Dr. Lowe only met 15. After the project shut down, corporate traded him off to Antiquino in exchange for 5 lab coats. He's been transferred to an orbital lab around Olympus.
No, Captain. Lab coats, as in scientists.
Is your captain always this dense? How are you all still alive?
I live for risk.
Let's get back on topic. You'll find Dr. Lowe in an orbital lab around Olympus. Certainly. What's on your mind? My eye! I was wondering where I'd misplaced that old thing. It's perfectly preserved, you know. Every eye possesses unique dimensions, not unlike a fingerprint. The circumference, the shape, the color of the iris. An eye makes excellent proof of identification, assuming you don't mind removing one. Well, that's rather responsible of you. I'll put a good word in your permanent record.
Yeah, the board potential increased. Oh my god, he's with the board. Oh, you lose your eye. Yeah, I don't care about fuck. Bye. Move, bitch! Get out of my way! Move, bitch! Get out of my way! I don't know the rest of the song. Ba 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 da ba da ba da. Ba 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 mana mana mana. We're going back to the groundbreaker to find somebody to kill. Hey. Yeah, could do faster to roll. No cows anymore? No.
Someone has left a threatening message on your terminal, Captain. I was unable to trace its origin. Please make a note of it. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? See you soon, Captain.
Birdie.
Ready to dock at the Groundbreaker Auxiliary.
Let's try.
Hey, you! Over here! Let's chat! Whoa, whoa, whoa! It's Riz. Oh, fucking damn it. Every time! So, hey, you're trespassing. And I'm armed. Maybe take a second look at your life choices, pal. Yeah, I know that lady. I know she's looking for, solitude. She hired us to make sure no one comes sniffing around. Guess that's bad news for your plan there. What, after 5 years? Pretty sure she's serious about a little stint in solitary. Anyway, Blakesley's given us standing orders to strongly discourage anyone who tries to come in. I like to, extrapolate from there. We ain't subversives. We're gainfully employed. This is a private contract. Miss Junlei can't get too mad if we rough up some trespassers. Especially if I was nice enough to warn him first. Huh?
Hi, I'm the girlfriend.
Oh, shit. Fine, fine. You want to check out the lab? Go for it. We won't stop you. But Blakesley's got her own setup in there. She doesn't like guests. So, if you get shot, I'm telling Junlei I never saw you. This one's clear, guys.
Smooth, Captain.
This must be a step up from force back.
You have to be kidding me. I thought I made myself clear. Wait, what's with this camera? Hello? Yeah. Look, I get it. Some people need things spelled out for them. I'm sure one of the auto mechanicals can explain.
Bored.
Halt. Sweeping the area.
Take your best shot, asshole.
Hear that humming?
Intimidate, we have a lie on 85, that on 84, lockpick, hack, sneak, engineer, science.
So who the fuck? Oh, wait, hang on, I can't hear a damn thing. Just gonna shut this thing off. Right. Marion Blakesley, what can I do for you, Ms. Home Invasion?
Let's click the credit on above is better choice.
Cute. There have to be easier ways to steal some corporate property. Go chat up Sublight. Gorgon? I holed up in a forgotten cargo bay of a rotting colony ship just so I could never hear that name again. But here you are.
Mm-hmm.
That bastard. Is he still only mostly worthless, or has he achieved mathematical perfection in that regard? Yeah, most people don't change much. Clarence lacks the attention span for this sort of thing.
Someone wants to dig up the past, and you're the shovel, right? That's so? Long way to go for notes on a failed project. Corporate demanded a product they could throw onto shelves. That put the squeeze on low at Chem to develop formulas, samples. But how do you know if the product works? You run tests, see what happens. That's where human inquiry and auditing came in. I ran HIA, and HIA ran the tests again and again and again. And what happens is a whole lot of wasted time and even more bodies. You've heard the adverts, right? Work day and night, still feel refreshed the next morning. Now, what we tested for was dexterity, efficiency, compliance, the traits of a good employee. Numbers never came out right. I could have pumped gallons of those chemicals into every living soul in this colony. Wouldn't have changed that. What we got was marauders. Yeah, good luck making that one stick. It's in the fine print, you know. Whatever was in those chemicals, it didn't matter what tests we ran. We kept getting the same results. The protoadrena time solution was both monstrously addictive and had catastrophic effects on the psyche and intellect. A real boon to the colony. I was a good scientist. I had to have wound up on that asteroid for a reason. I worked so hard. We all get stuck in our own patterns. Magical thinking. That was mine. Regrets don't add up to much. Anyway, it turned out it couldn't go on forever. Someone sabotaged the facility, freed the test subjects. Spacer's Choice wasn't getting much use out of us anymore, so they shuttered the project, kicked Adrenatime out the door. And I came here. Indulge a scientist. What do you want out of this investigation of yours? Trying to liven up your memoir? Yeah, well, people don't tend to exhume the past just so they can bury it again somewhere nicer. Your crew feel the same? Heck of a world out here for the shy types. What do you get out of headbutting murderous auto-mechanicals for your captain here?
A family. Or something near to it. We don't always get along or nothing, but what family does?
Fair enough. That's all I've got. Here, I still have this pass. Don't much feel like hanging on to it anymore. Made my exit the moment the project started falling apart. Had to steal some credentials. This should get you into the volunteer induction entrance. Be careful on Gorgon. The compound got into the air, the water, everything. That asteroid makes monsters.
Okay. Now I need to go and find the other dude. I will make them cry. This elevator is the longest elevator ride I ever been on. Oh, that's the longest elevator ride ever, you know. It's so long. Beep boop, beep boop, beep boop, boop boop boop. Thank you for letting me through. Bye. You might get fired, but that's no problem. Bye. Beep boop. Don't I need the other lab? Wait. Yeah. Olympus. Still haven't unlocked Tartarus.
An unknown vessel is approaching our ship. Their intentions are currently indeterminate. Once I deduce their intentions, I will play one of two audio signals. A cheerful fanfare if they are friendly, alarms if they are hostile. Their intentions are no longer unknown. The unknown vessel has deployed a boarding mechanism. They will attach themselves to our airlock and attempt boarding shortly. That sound indicates that a boarding mechanism has successfully attached to our airlock. Captain, I am pleased to inform you that we are currently in the process of being boarded. Captain Hawthorne installed a lethal shock trap on our airlock in the event of an invasion. I am prepared to deploy this trap at a moment's notice. The invading ship appears to be a decommissioned storage vessel. The crew are either pirates or freelancers. My opinion of their competence is low. Their ship is using a tracking device too sophisticated for their primitive astrogator. I conclude they are receiving outside assistance. If you prefer to make an escape, I can disable their boarding mechanism. However, as long as that tracking device remains on board their ship, they will be able to find us again. Yes, Captain. I am capable of deploying the Unreliable's articulated thrusters to dislodge their ship from our own. This is a temporary solution, however. A permanent solution may require your personal intervention. Understood, Captain. I will be deploying the Unreliable's lethal deterrence system. Please approach the airlock and enjoy the show. Now initiating warm welcome protocol.
Mike, did she do that again?
Take someone to watch your back. Please.
Gals?
Looks like our opponent knows how to play defense. All right, freebooters, fall back and regroup.
What?
Something going on over there?
Has to be here somewhere, right? Has to be.
I am incapable of navigation while the enemy vessel remains attached to the Unreliable. Yes, Captain. I am capable of deploying the Unreliable's articulated thrusters to dislodge their ship from our own. This is a temporary solution, however. A permanent solution may require your personal intervention.
Yeah. I don't know how to get into this fucking ship though. There's a problem. I grabbed something, but it wasn't what I needed. Oh, it was this I sold. Oh. Right. Coming up.
What was that?
What was that?
What was that?
Teach me that. Okay, keep it quiet.
Well, okay. How was that?
Welcome back, Captain. I understand you have resolved your differences with our former boarding party. Are you ready to depart? Understood, Captain. Resuming our course. Take someone to watch your back.
Okay.
Everything's going to be okay.
System up. Performing.
Ooh, what'd you find? Keep it together, Kelly.
You think it's supposed to shake like that?
Nothing's ever.
One team is a tragedy, two teams is a thunder. Shush. No talking. Concentrating. Damn it. I almost had it. The formula was in my mind and I almost had it. I was so close to a breakthrough, I could practically taste it. You really did pick the worst time to manifest. Oh, hang on. I see what's happening. You're real. Ergo, not a hallucination. This is interesting. I have several questions for you. Let's start with the obvious. Who are you, and how are you even alive? No, you don't. There's nothing interesting in the chem lab. There's nothing interesting in Gorgon at all. Gorgon is a featureless rock dragged along by the gravitational current of a barren asteroid belt. The chem lab is a graveyard. You won't find anything there but the dead. Well, it wasn't me. I've been stuck in this place for ages. In any case, it's becoming obvious you're not listening to sensible warnings. If you've set your heart on exploring my old labs, I won't try to dissuade you. Indulge me with a favor, and I'll give you the access you want. The electromechanical turbine is offline. Without any power, I can't possibly continue my work. Be a dear and reactivate it for me. That's all I ask.
Sure.
Take the elevator to the storm platform at the top of this facility. Reactivate the turbine, and I'll give you the access you want.
This is a fast fucking elevator. Oh yeah, it's a... Yeah, I think this is gonna be the shortest elevator ride. Actually, no one.
Whoa, that one was close, Captain.
I don't know about it. Fine. Wonder, should I switch to like yeah, that is not. What the fuck is shock? What the fuck is that useless weapon? That was useless fucking useless weapon that I ever seen. Most useless.
Where was I again? Oh yes, carry the Feigl drop.
Guess I'm going up there. Like, what was that? Flamethrower, electric shotgun. I don't know if they will burn. I will. Really wanna see them burn. It seems like after I've done this, we'll let them continue next Friday. Yeah. Nope. Yeah, Christ.
Make him regret it.
System.
Wait, what? I died? What do you mean I died? Fucking hell. I have no weapons that doesn't do damage on them. Well, they're dead.
System. Investigate.
Scanning. Scanning for target. I'm going. Hey. Surrender. I'm going.
Fucking hell. You just had to fuck me up, didn't you? Stupid pieces of shit. Look at, like, I don't get this fucking lock and shock fucking gun.
Processing data.
I'm on the way.
Okay, I figured out the weapon. Really good about robots.
I don't see that every day, Captain.
Okay, this is good against robots. Good to know. I just need to be very close. Even with my armor, like, have a lot of good armor.
The facility's back on the grid, and my pipes again floweth with the sweet, sweet essence of my salvation. I suppose I have you to thank for realigning the machine. Of course, Jasper, you imbecile. You'll need my voice to get into the chem lab. I'm obviously not coming with you, so I'm giving you a recording of my dulcet speech. This recording should get you into the chem lab. I hope whatever you're after is worth the trauma. I wouldn't go back there if I was higher than the mercury levels in a can of salt tuna. Wait, take my gun while you're at it. If you end up dying on Gorgon, there's a non-zero chance I'll feel partially responsible. Neither of us want that. Die, perhaps? Automechanical sentries are generally programmed to ignore corpses. I don't like the idea of going back to that place, to that life. Yes, I know it's not me risking my throat gallivanting around Gorgon. It's you, for whatever madcap reasons you've got. I've helped you once, and I don't feel great about it.
Money.
I made a clean break from Gorgon, and now it feels like you're asking me to tether myself back to that place.
Exactly.
I suppose you've got a point. Or something resembling a point. I'm emotionally addled right now, and I'm allowing my sentiments to get the better of me. Here, my personal security keycard. There's a hallway near the processing room. It leads to a security terminal. Use this keycard to unlock the hallway and disable security.
Level 40, whoa! Let's add some skill points. How about hack and perks. How do I get down there? Like this, maybe?
Auntie, have mercy! How'd you get in here? Are you from outside? How is that even possible? Law, help me, I must be losing my wits. I didn't have any friends here, but that don't mean I wanted to see heartless automechanicals rip everyone to shreds. I know it sounds crazy, but a little while back, I'd been gearing myself up to take a long walk off a short turbine platform. Then the security mechanicals broke out into a massacre, and I realized I really want to live. How can I help you help me get out of here? Do I ever? Drop me off on the groundbreaker and I'll be out of your hair in no time.
Okay.
Oh, thank you so much. I'll just hide in a crate or something. You won't even know I was there. Here, this is my official laboratory headgear. I won't be needing it anymore, so it's all yours.
Oh, I was going to the oral way, okay. But this is gonna be it for today though. So thank you guys for...
Didn't I request no more fertilizer shipments be brought on board? Who keeps ordering you?
But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we're back on Monday with probably Sky Factory at 5, so Modern Minecraft. Then Wednesday would be the Crew 2 and the Crew Motorfest. And then we're back on Friday. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.